Why did I cut my hair? I don't know. I just wanted to cut it, so I did. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Most of you have been asking why I cut my locks off, because it was beautiful, yeah, it was lovely. It was, yeah. Some of you were curious, I know, like looking at me with their side eye. Some of you were brave enough to ask me directly, which I answered. And some of you, obviously, because we don't get to meet directly, so you put your questions under other videos of mine. So today I'm here to explain why I cut my locks. And it's as simple as I just wanted a change. Yeah, and that's me. When I want to change, I go for it. I don't think twice about it. I go for it, especially when it's something to do with my hair. If you've followed my hair journey, or should I say my natural hair journey, I actually started back in 2018, I believe. 2018, 16, I can't remember. 2016 perhaps. Yeah, maybe. Anyway, if I remember, I'll put it down here. So yeah, I just decided to cut it back then and go natural. And the simple reason was because after I had my last, oh actually, so that is 2012. Yeah, thinking back about it, because my son is 12. Yeah, after I had him, I had a very bad postnatal, hair loss, especially around the side of my hair. Naturally, from my maternal side, my mother's side, we don't really have hair on the side of the hair, or the head, should I say. I mean, if you people have studied people well, most people have a good hairline where it grows all around. From my mother's side, we don't really have much on the sides of our hair. So yeah, naturally I don't, but after I gave birth, there was even more hair loss, because if you know me, I have a lot of hair. When I grow out my hair, whether it's in perm or natural, it's very long naturally. So after that, I was losing a lot of hair, even though I was taking care of it. And especially at the front, I lost a lot. So I just decided to go natural, because at that time, the natural craze was in. It was the it thing, should I say. So I decided to go natural. And then one day, I got up and I cut off all my hair, like down to TWA, teeny weeny afro. Yeah. So I started from there and I was enjoying the journey, and it was good because I got to learn a lot about my hair. And obviously with my two girls being natural as well, I got to learn a lot on how to take care of their natural hair. But yeah, it got to a point where obviously I was just thinking, I want to do the locks. And obviously knowing little about locks, I was a bit like, maybe not, because I know there are dreadlocks and all that. Naturally, I don't like dreadlocks, if you ask me. No offense to anyone who has, but I don't like dreadlocks. And yes, there is a difference between dreadlocks, sister locks, micro locks, and the other locks. So I decided I wanted to do the sister locks because I didn't want micro locks, which is the very tiny one. And so it took me over 2 years to do my research on sister locks and what's involved and all that. And then yeah, so I followed this lady, Fatima. Shout out to you, Fatima. She's a sister now, even though unfortunately I won't be going to her for my locks anymore, but yeah, we are sisters now. So yeah, shout out to you, Fatima. I followed Fatima for 2 years, checked out her work, how she does it and all that, and I was impressed. So I decided I would do it with her. So I went with her and she did my locks. And she's been so good. Well, she was so good in helping me maintain it and everything. And every time I was in Ghana, I would go to her for her to relock it for me. So yeah, after I had it done, I was like, okay, what now? And if you know me, I like to fuss about my hair. I like to change it around. And yeah, locks were versatile because I could wear my wigs with it and all that. But I was still missing the braiding side of things. And then later on, I got to find I could braid, which is good. Yay. So I did braid it at a point. But still, there was a point where I felt like, maybe I should cut it. And when the thought came to me, I was like, okay, now Anna, you're doing too much with your hair. But anyway, yeah, I just had a thought, I want to cut my hair. And I kind of brushed it aside and not think about it. And then later on, I was like, yeah, I really want to do pixie cut because I've always wanted to do pixie cut. I mean, I think during my lifetime, obviously, majority of my life, should I say, a good 17, 18 years part of my life, my hair was short because obviously growing back in Ghana, my hair, we are not allowed to have, long hair to school. So my hair was always cut short. And when I moved to the UK at the age of 17, that was when I started doing like perm in my hair again, keeping it long, braids and all that. So yeah, I've always wanted to go back to that kind of short pixie cut look. Though, because my hair grows quite quick, and obviously the time that I was doing it, I had kids and all that, so I didn't really get a time for myself to do it, if you know what I mean. I remember I cut it once or twice. I think after my first son, I cut my hair. It wasn't so short, but the back was still short. I couldn't maintain it, so I grew it back. And then after the third one, I cut it again. Again, it was not pixie, it was shorter, kind of like a bulb at the front and then short at the back. Again, I couldn't maintain it, so I grew back my hair and then I went natural. So yeah, the thought has always been there to do a pixie cut. So I thought, okay, why not? This is my chance to do it. Though in my head, I'm thinking, I want to keep the locks for 5 years because I want to see how long it will grow up to, because I've seen other people and I'm inspired. And there's a lady at work, oh my God, I don't know her name, but I love her locks. It's so long, it's beautiful. And I was aspiring to be like her. But then the thought of, I want to do the pixie and I want to do it now was also creeping in. So I thought, nah, I'm cutting my hair. So it was kind of like an impulse. And if you know me, such decisions, I can do it on impulse. So yeah, I just decided one day I'm doing it. And so I came back from work. I think I've done a video which I posted, and then I cut my hair. Simple as. So yeah. So now let's go to, should I say, the downside of having the locks. Because I did my locks in Ghana, and when I came back, to find someone to kind of like retighten was an issue for me for a while, until I found one of my big sisters. Shout out to Auntie Constance. She's been so good to me, and yeah, she was doing it. But again, she works separately from doing locks as well. It's not her full-time job doing locks. So it was also a matter of, as of when she was free, that I could do it. So it was a challenge for me, because there were times where I felt like, what, I really want to feel my scalp. I can't feel my scalp because my hair grows very quick. And my hair's grown, so I can't get it done. And then it's like, that's when I will start wearing the wigs, And it got to a point where I was getting fed up with wearing wigs. So I think that also contributed to the fact that I just thought, I want to cut this. Because if I can't really maintain it, then I'm going to cut it. So yeah, that was part of the reason. And you know what, until I got this pixie, I didn't realize how much I missed having my scalp free, if you know what I mean, especially when you're washing and you can actually feel like you've washed really well. Yeah. So yeah, I think that was one of the main reasons. But nah, there wasn't any major reason like, oh, I was having issues or whatever. Nah. I just decided to cut it. So that's it. If you have any questions, bring it on. So yeah, the good side to the locks is your own natural hair. It grows out beautifully if you're able to maintain it. Get someone to retighten it for you, the frequency that you want, if you know what I mean. So yeah, I've answered your question now. Hope it's good. All right, bye.